For the latest MCU updates, be sure to visit hybridnetworkyt.com. Hey, how's it going? It's Michael here with a brand new MCU topic video. D23 was this past weekend, and as you've probably already heard since it nearly blew up the internet, lucky people over at the convention saw the first teaser trailer for Avengers Infinity War. Usually at events like D23 and cons, these trailers are exclusive and only meant for the people in the audience. Unfortunately, no one has seen any footage or pictures from the screening. However, the one thing that the public does get are in-depth trailer descriptions. If you haven't heard the epic description of the teaser trailer, I'll leave one of our previous videos where Nick goes over it in detail. While it sounds amazing, one part in particular stands out to me, and that's with Steve Rogers. For this video, we'll be talking about Steve Rogers being Nomad in Avengers Infinity War. So let's get into it. Avengers Infinity War is the culmination of the past 10 years of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Everything that has happened leading up to this moment, where Earth's mightiest heroes are squaring up against the Mad Titan himself, Thanos. The film doesn't make its way into theaters until May 2018, and typically footage wouldn't come out until October, but lucky fans at D23 got a sneak peek at the epic trailer. Now, the interesting bit of information amongst all the chaos transpiring in it is, it says that Captain America comes out of the shadows at one point in a new suit with a beard. What I believe this is hinting at, and his recent character arc in the movies have been hinting at, is that he will be dropping the mantle of Captain America and become Nomad for Avengers Infinity War. Going back to Captain America Civil War, this has a lot to do with why this change will happen. In the movie, Cap struggles with his identity along with the conflict between him and Tony, the government, and this all plays a vital role as to why he'll become Nomad. When Captain America drops his shield at the end of the movie, he's literally and symbolically giving up his mantle as the superhero Captain America. While I don't think this change will last forever, I believe it'll be for a short period of time. Steve Rogers has actually been confirmed to be dropping the mantle after Captain America Civil War. This was confirmed by Joe and Anthony Russo, the directors of Captain America Winter Soldier, Captain America Civil War, Avengers Infinity War, and the untitled Avengers 4. A quote from them says, "I think him dropping that shield is him letting go of that identity." There's more of them talking about it a little more in depth in other interviews as well. We know that he'll be sticking around for Infinity War from the trailer description, and I'm positive he'll be the character Nomad and go under that mantle. We see at the end of Captain America Civil War, he breaks out as Avengers and has a new sleek black suit. This will be his Nomad costume, or quite possibly an early version of it. Another reason why I believe he will become Nomad for Infinity War is Steve Rogers actually takes up the mantle of Nomad in the comics in 1974 when he abandons the Captain America title just like he's done in Civil War. This happens after he's disillusioned by the government, and I believe they may adapt this with Tony in the Accords. After a certain point, Steve realizes that he can't give up being a hero and ends up becoming Nomad, which means man without a country, seeing as he makes some discoveries that lead him to lose faith in America. This lasts for only about 4 issues, and he goes back to believing in his country, but he just doesn't trust and follow the government fully. Connecting to Infinity War, we know that he has a beard and comes from the shadows. After Civil War, I believe this is how Cap will operate, sort of undercover or act fairly low-key, until he has to resurface for the fight against Thanos. But while Steve Rogers, Nomad from the comics, doesn't have a beard during his run with the mantle, there's actually another Nomad named Jack Monroe who does. So this may be a sign that they in fact will be having Nomad in Infinity War, and Steve Rogers will be him, and they will just slightly amalgamate the other history of Nomad with Jack Monroe with Steve Rogers. But that wraps it up for this video on Steve Rogers being Nomad in Infinity War. What did you think? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, if you enjoyed this video, then be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the Hybrid Network if you haven't already. I'm Michael for the Hybrid Network. I'll see you next time. Take care.